One family. One radio.
It also give them the benefit of doubt for them to have a full coverage of the benefit package, which is merged with the standard JARA. And now the Ilera TIWA cooperative is something that people should really buy or key into it for those who cannot afford to pay an outright payment. That is the essence why we introduced the Ilera TIWA cooperative.
Okay, it's beautiful to see that this is something that is looking at the livelihoods of Lagosians, people who do not necessarily probably have all the know-how or the funding to carry out some of these things. Now, while that is said, it is important that everybody who is at the grassroots, you sell in a market, you own a petty business, you live in a suburb in Lagos, and you know your income is not so much. This is something that affords you that opportunity. Now, thank you so much, Mr. Okolie, for answering that question with such zest. Now, let's talk about the eligibility. Now, who is eligible to join Ilera TIWA, I beg your pardon, cooperative, and what benefits will members of the cooperative enjoy in full?
The people who are eligible for the cooperative majorly everyone.
Okay.
Majorly everyone. Is not there's no one who is excluded.
Okay.
Everybody is entitled to be part of the
Ilera
TIWA cooperative.
Okay.
But it's breaking in different categories.
Okay.
Now, for those who are already a policy holder, they can also decide to join the cooperative too. That allows them to save something for themselves.
Okay.
And for those who is about onboarding or purchasing the health policy, they also can just buy into it. They just need to it's just a matter of choice. If you don't have enough money to buy the complete full payment outrightly, you can decide to come on Ilera TIWA cooperative, which allows the person to at least have a particular amount they drop every month. And alongside, while they are dropping the money they are dropping every month, it also helps them to save and also have their health policy secure.
Okay, so I remember when the PAM secretary and one or two of your colleagues were around, they talked about how this can also be a gateway to accessing the ONJ co-plan, where they could maybe buy certain things on subsidy. Is that also still part of the plan as it is?
Yes, when it comes to Ilera TIWA cooperative, it is also part of the benefit where we subsidize provisions like food items, and if they don't buy it what they buy in the market, they buy it in a lesser amount. It's also part of the benefit in Ilera TIWA. Then the loan aspect of it also is part of it. There are other benefits like the reward, cash reward, referral bonus is also part of the
referral bonus is actually, wow.
Then the dividend too also is also part of it. You know, on a yearly basis, what the group or the cooperative accrued together, they summon it together and see what belongs to A, B, C, D, and Z. You know, and at the end of the day, there's a lot to gain from the Ilera TIWA cooperative.
Yes, seemingly there is a lot to gain, and the fact that there's a lot to gain is why this is important. So if you're listening right now and you've not enrolled on the Ilera Eco plan, that's whether you've not gotten into, registering for healthcare in Lagos. You know, the first thing that we said was the fact that this is now a mandatory thing in Lagos. You must have health insurance in Lagos. The Lagos State government mandates it, and then as they have mandated it, I know for a fact that there is ongoing efforts in different local governments in Lagos seeing to it that people are getting the sensitization they need, inclusive of them. There is an ongoing sensitization in Ojo local government and Badagry at the moment that is going to last for about a few more days. It's about 60 days when we started talking about this. Now, leading me to my next question, which also borders on eligibility and the know-how of this particular process. Now, what are the steps to be taken? To join the cooperative, and how much is the contribution per time?
Okay. The step to join the cooperative is just you have to request for a form, and you register with the form. The value of that, the amount stated on the form is 1,000 naira for the form.
Okay.
Because
for the
Ilera
TIWA cooperative.
Okay. Because the cooperative, And you know what goes with other cooperative when you want to join the cooperative, you have to pay for registration
partnership and everything. Yeah.
Yes. The form is just 1,000 naira. The why their savings is 6,500 for a single plan.
Oh.
For a single plan.
For a
because
single plan.
it has about 3 categories.
Okay.
For the single plan is 6,500, inclusive with the 1,000 naira of
so that's
the form with 7,500.
Okay.
That's the first initial payment. Then subsequently they pay 6,500 every month.
Oh wow.
6,500 every month.
So and it's a saving plan, and it also opens you to the opportunity
of having healthcare in full.
Wow.
Now for the family plan too is the same. The family plan of family of 4, we gave it a name. We gave the single plan bronze.
Okay.
We gave the family plan, which is first category silver plan. Then the last one is gold.
Okay.
Now for the silver, if you're a family of 4, what you need just to do to pay is 11,500 for the initial payment.
Okay.
Subsequently, they pay 10,500 every month.
Wow.
Every month. Now, for the gold, which is the family of 6, they pay 13,000 naira.
Wow.
Then the first initial payment is 14,000 naira.
Okay.
Plus 8,000 naira, yes, for the form. Now, the 8,000 naira allows them to get their bylaw, the conditions of the cooperative.
Yeah.
It's just like a pack given to them.
Yeah.
So that's what that 8,000 naira is meant for.
Wow.
An admin fee and the rest of it. Now, every month they just have to pay their contribution, 13,000 naira every month.
And when do these plans mature? I want to ask you 2 questions now, because this is something that will lead us into what I'll be asking next. So when do these plans mature? Is it like, at the end of every year they have a certain percentage that comes to them? And if they're not paying the premium, do they get full access regardless of whether they've paid in full for their subscription for a year?
Yes, the policy, the cooperative is open for those who are making savings. And their savings should be every month. And they have to make their payments every month.
Every month.
It's not something that, some cooperative will tell you every week they contribute, 2 weeks they contribute. But in this note, is every month. They should have been able to afford to pay their dues every month.
Every month, okay.
And it gives them access for full coverage of their health policy.
If they pay every month,
they have their full coverage. Even with initial payments.
What if they default once? Maybe for some reason or another they default?
If they default once, they should have reasons why they are defaulting. They should carry the cooperative along. Yes.
Okay, and this cooperative is something that they have like an office, or is it accessible on the website, or is something that maybe they have to be part of an organization somewhere, maybe like Yellow Jazz Association or Association of Tailors or something?
No, we have an office. Every cooperative should have an office.
Okay.
Yes, we do have an office, which is the head office.
Okay.
They can come in there and make their inquiries.
Okay.
They can come in there to know more about the cooperative. And as a cooperative members, you must know where your office is.
Yeah, because it's your money.
It's your money. So now people should be able to have that comfort that, yes, we have something that we can go back to, and we have strong belief with the system.
I think there's an office. So you know that if anything goes wrong, you can drag Mr. Okolie there. Okay, for then it is Ilera on Family Matters. Ilera and TIWA is what we're discussing today, looking at the possibilities, the plan. We know that there's the gold, there's the silver, and there's the bronze plan that works for families and individuals depending on the numbers that you have. We've talked about the numbers, we've talked about the accessibility, we've talked about the eligibility and all of that. If you want to be a part of this conversation, you can call the numbers 0805 092 0927 or 0802 502-7711. You have no excuse right now. This is something that you can benefit from, whether as a salary earner or a business owner. You can be a part of Ilera Eco, you can be a part of Ilera and TIWA and reap in full from the government's bounty. We'll be going on a quick break right now. When we return, Mr. Okolie will still be here and we will still be having some conversation on what's happening right here on Ilera Eco with Family Matters. Let's get to the break. We'll be right back.
92.7 Super FM.
Your one family, one radio, Super.
My
name na Johnny, but you fit to call me Standard Johnny. Yes, so that na because I don register for the new Ilera Eco Standard Jara plan. Standard Jara na the advanced improvement level of the standard plan. So therefore, Standard Jara don add extra Jara benefits, telephone medicine care, every year test or screening, plus different mental health service. E never finish o. People wey don already pay down for the Standard Jara fit carry waka enter any of the new people centers throughout all the big area market for Lagos. You know wetin sweet me pass? Your age or any past condition no matter at all o.
Oh yeah, begin receive more treatment for your health insurance with Standard Jara. For more tori, make you WhatsApp or call 0700 Ilera Eco 07004 537 2356. You fit also register for any Ibile divisional office or Ilera Eco kiosk wey dey near you. Ilera Eco, nobody go carry last.
92.7 Super FM.
Ilera Eco right here on Family Matters on Super FM 92.7, your one family, one radio station. It's a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday morning. Great time to talk about your health and healthcare for your family. Now, it has been made so accessible that regardless of where you are, young, old, that you can be a part of Ilera Eco. Now, today we are talking Ilera and TIWA, which is something that looks at bringing healthcare to the grassroots. We talked about the compulsory nature of having health insurance in Nigeria, in Lagos right now, as stipulated by the governor of Lagos State, and the PAM secretary, Dr. Emanuela Zamba, was here a few weeks ago, and she talked about this extensively. Now, we moved from talking about compliance to quality control, and today we are talking about sales. And today we have with us Mr. Okolie, who is the sales officer at the Lagos State Health Management Agency, talking today about Ilera and TIWA. And so far, we've talked about the eligibility factor, we've talked about how much it costs and the plans that there are, we've talked about the bronze, the silver and the gold plans. Bronze for singles, silver for a family of 4, and for a family of 6 we said, and the gold plan, which all have come at different costs. And you can do a cooperative plan that lasts 1 year. You can be paying every month, and then you also have benefits accruing to you. So much benefits that, you know, it includes food, loan services, and the likes. And I think this is something that you, as a business owner or as a family member, right here, should take part in. Now, the phone lines are open for you to call 0805-092-0927. If you would like to have a conversation with Lashma when they leave here, or the sales representatives when they leave here, they'll also be dropping their number in the course of the show. Now, if you have Iyachidera sitting by you and she's not listening to this show, I think you should call her attention, because this is what every Lagosian actually needs, because health is wealth. Now, back to you, Mr. Okolie. How does this cooperative differ from others operating outside? Ilera and TIWA, and this Ilera and TIWA, how can someone become an actual member? So, 2 questions. How does it differ from the cooperatives that are out there?
The difference between the Ilera Eco and TIWA cooperative and other cooperative, if you look at or check out, you will discover that other cooperative, they don't talk about the health of their members.
Okay.
All they do is just for them to contribute money. They go when they need money for a project, they come to get loan and for the project. That's it. But this time around, the Ilera Eco, because of the initiative of the Mr. President and our Honorable Dr. Emanuela Zamba, the Ilera Eco TIWA cooperative is giving room for everybody to at least have a sense of knowledge, for them to have a basic health care. There won't be any challenges, even while they are saving money. They are not saving money for just treatment or for sickness or any other thing. They are also saving money that also make them to put something on their table. That's just the difference between the Ilera TIWA cooperative and every other cooperative.
Okay. So I was also going to ask about the percentages. Like, okay, so what percentages accrues to us? Okay, so we are doing this at the end of the maybe maturity period. How much of a percentage do we get at maturity?
Okay, when we are talking about the percentage, is divided into two. You collect a loan from us, and to pay back, you have to pay back with 5% interest.
Okay.
Then, for the members,
for savings,
what they get for their savings, the accrued money that comes in with what we get at the end of the year, they get paid through the dividend. You know, every cooperative has dividend. On a yearly basis, they get their dividend. It is what we gather, what the cooperative has acquired. They looked into it and say, what goes to A and goes to B and goes to C. You know, it all varies on what you put in or what you collect from us. And at the end of the year, there's something that comes back to the cooperative member.
Okay, thank you very much. So I also want to ask this question about, people who are already on the plan, because Ilera TIWA was kicked off in December. I remember there was this very, very interesting event we had, and it was really, really talked about extensively. So now I want us to talk about the Ilera TIWA package for people who already are on the plan. So, for instance, people who already registered on Ilera Eco, who are already paying the premium of 15,000 for singles, or paying the 55,000 naira
for family of four,
and then the 80,000
for family
of six, who already have that plan. But then they are hearing about this and they're saying, hey, am I not eligible to be on this plan as well, to actually save something, to have access to the Ilera, to the Onje Eco plan, to have access to the loan scheme and those other things? Is there a way maybe they can switch the plan to also work for them?
I'll break it in two forms.
Okay.
They already have the policy.
Okay.
And they are paying full payment.
Yeah.
Now, for such category, they can also join the cooperative.
Okay.
Still remaining
outside
the full payment they have done for the health policy.
Okay.
They can just become somebody that comes in and want to start saving money. You know, they can be doing their savings, but while they are doing their savings, the health is not. They are not getting benefit for the health because they already had the policy.
Okay.
They already had the plan. But those who does not have a plan, that does not have such amount of money to pay in full, can decide to say, let me join the cooperative to make my life easy and to have something kept aside. Anytime I need something or I'm having a project I want to do, I don't have money to secure those projects, I can come back to Ilera TIWA cooperative and request for a loan.
Okay,
so
beautiful.
Those are the things.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for making that clarification on that particular one. Now, let's see, what messages do you have for people about the cooperative? And for more information, who can we call? Their phone numbers, social media handles, and how to reach you on this Ilera TIWA package?
Yes, the advice I'll give to everybody, especially those who reside in Lagos, the health scheme is compulsory. Everybody must have a social health
It's mandatory now, yes.
And some of us are unable to understand why we should have an health policy. It saves time, it saves their money. It's affordable. Things are getting expensive every day.
Yeah.
They need to look into their pockets, what they get, and what they spend. And everybody still just have to adjust themselves in how they do their day-to-day activities.
Okay.
And that's the advice I'm going to give to everybody, even the private sectors, companies who are still doing what they call retainership and the rest of it. They can also buy into the health policy. It's a good policy. It's a good benefit package, a very good one indeed. And aside that, for those who wants to reach us, we have our social handles, our email addresses,
and
our divisional offices. They are there. We also have sales force, which is a sales and marketing force that they can reach. And we have our numbers they can reach, like our call center numbers. Our call center numbers is 070 0453 72356. I repeat again, 070 045372
Okay.
Why the numbers to reach
For WhatsApp?
For WhatsApp. The number to reach for WhatsApp is 070 453 58275 or 070 461 60051. Those are WhatsApp.
And social media.
So the social media is we have our Lagos State Health Scheme at Lagos State Health Scheme, Twitter, Lagos State Health Scheme. We have TikTok, Lashma _ TikTok.
Okay.
We have Lagos State Health Scheme, LinkedIn.
Okay.
They can also access those ones. Then for our email address, ileraiko@lashma.com.
Okay.
Our email address, ileraiko@lashma.com.
And if they want to reach you directly for this sales conversation and to talk to you about Ilera and TIWA, how can they reach you?
They can reach me on this number, 081 38 00 28 85. I repeat, 081 38 00 28 84.
Okay, thank you very much for coming in.
Then for other officers, they can also reach to aside me because the workload is much.
It's much, yes, definitely.
080 23 79 0500. 080 23 79 0500. His name is Ajidi. Shegun Ajidi. Now, for the divisional offices, we have Ikeja Division, Badagry Division, Ikorodu Division, and Lagos Island Division, and Ekpe Division. The other one is located at Kotun Igodu LCDA. The other one is Ojo Local Government Secretariat. Ikorodu West, the one in Ikorodu Division. Then the other one at Lagos Division, that's BLT Bus Terminal, Aja. Then Ekpe Division, opposite Aliga, Ayoride Magistrate Court. Okay. Oyibo, Ekpe.
Okay, thank you very much for coming in today, Mr. Okolie, and giving us this information on, of course, Ilera and TIWA. And we really do appreciate you for your time and, giving us this attention and the detail that you've given us today that we could benefit from.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, and that's the size of the conversation today. Big shout out to you. Thanks for coming in as well with the team, of course, doing this. And thank you to our listener who, of course, followed through on this entire conversation. If you want to list yourself for Ilera Eco or Ilera and TIWA on all the benefits that accrue, you've been hearing about this for weeks. You've heard the numbers, you know the website, you have the handles and everything. So please visit and avail yourself of an opportunity to great health. Let's listen to this message. And when we come back, of course, more great music for you on Super FM 92.7. Your one family, one